Hi, today I'm going to show you some samples from our 203 Edwardian Underthings. That pattern has 3 different garments in it: a camisole, petticoat, and drawers. This is the pattern for the Edwardian Underthings. It's pattern number 203, and it has the camisole, the drawers, and the petticoat. Here's the simplest version of our camisole from 203 Edwardian Underthings. This one does have little tucks at the front in 4 places. The front edge has just been turned under to make a casing for the drawstring that draws up the front, and then there's a casing for the waist. Little bit of gathers here and again at the back, and you can see the front is a bit longer than the back, and this was to create a bit of a bloused front, which was popular at the time. And I'll show you this on a dress form in a bit. This is one of our older samples of the camisole. It has a little bit more detailing. This, in addition to the tucks, has lace insertion in 4 places on the front and 2 in the back. It comes to a point. This is a great place to use bits of lace that you have maybe inherited or you have in your collection and you don't have a lot of it, but it's a really beautiful place to show off that lace because it just doesn't take a lot of it. This also has the, instead of turned under casing, this is a eyelet lace that the ribbon has been threaded through to create the fittedness around the neck. The armholes have been finished with lace as well, instead of being turned under. So this is a little bit more of the romantic, lacy Edwardian Underthings. Now it's hard to show off the petticoat from this angle, but I'll show it on a dress form in a little bit. But this is the petticoat. It's very long, and it is finished at the top with just a casing with a ribbon or a drawstring through it. Most of the gathers are going to be in the back, which was popular in Edwardian times, with a very flat front. So more of the bulk of the fabric will be in the back. Very popular way of styling your petticoat. And then at the bottom of this petticoat, there's lots of options in the patterns. You can make it very simple, but this one has pretty much all of the options. First, there is a dust ruffle that's been added to the main part of the petticoat. The dust ruffle has a bit of lace edging at the bottom. And then the flounce, or the top ruffle, added to the top. And both of these are finished with a ribbon to enclose the seams. So none of the seams in this petticoat show. You can see they're all French seamed or completely enclosed by ribbon. And then this extra flounce here was had the eyelet lace added to, or no, sorry, not eyelet lace, the insertion lace added to it, and feather stitch, which is also taught in the pattern. We teach you how to do this feather stitch. Again, tucks, also shown in the pattern, and another bigger tuck, which is here, which is really, that can actually be the hem edge, and they did feather stitching along there. You can see the back of the feather stitching, quite neat. And then also lace added to the bottom of this flounce as well. And these are the drawers, sometimes called bloomers or split drawers. And actually, these are not split. You can make a split in the back if you like. This has a front gusset. The back is plain. You could put a split there in the back. Our drawers have a waistband, and the waistband has 2 plackets, one on each side. You can put snaps on these if you wanted to keep them closed. Same with the petticoat. The petticoat has a placket in the back that you can sometimes add snaps to, or buttons if you want to have that stay closed. The drawers have, they're fairly short. They just come to about just below the knee, and they have a fairly large ruffle or flounce here. The ruffle again is enclosed, the seam is enclosed, and then there's lace added to the bottom. So again, just another part of this pattern. make something romantic and sweet. This is another sample of the drawers that we have. These are just a little more simple, a little more plain, just made of a white cotton batiste, very fine, very simple. These would be great pajamas. They'd be great to wear under another skirt. Great layered if you wanted to have a shorter skirt that shows off the very bottom, just to have an extra layer, but provide a little more warmth or protection. And here is the petticoat and the camisole together. You can see how long the petticoat is. And come closer, and you can see that the front of the camisole is very bloused. It's a lot of little room right here. It's very pretty. It comes down a little bit in the front. And then the back, more lace insertion, and there is a little row of gathers here that keep this the back fitted. There is the placket on the petticoat and the back.